least when we look at the current leadership, right? They seem to always have this one track mindset that we need to increase GDP, we need to increase production, we need to increase our gross capita of the country. It's always towards more industrialization, more growth. But on the other hand, we've clearly seen that even being in more developed nations like the UK, it doesn't really translate into much more happiness. But leaders still seem to have this mindset that being more industrialized, being more secure, having better houses, bigger skyscrapers is the way to human happiness. But even just being here in Bali, we've seen that that's not the case. I have like 4 pairs of clothes, and that's pretty much all I wear. It's like more stuff doesn't lead to more happiness, and cutting yourself off from nature is, I think, another way that you actually end up in this depressive loop. But at least for the large part, we don't see our leaders or people in developed nations understanding this.
Well, I mean, I've already said it. I agree with that, and that's what has to change. So while the headline of millennials and Gen Z are going to be poorer than previous generations sounds really bad, to me, it's like it's poking attention at this fact, which we need as a global society to start to understand. It's not all about wealth domination. Mm-hmm. And so when we start to see that and realize it, then with that comes an elevation of our society into well-being and happiness. And as we know, as you've just alluded to, most of the things which guide our well-being and happiness are not super costly. Mm-hmm. After our basic needs are met, and my assumption is that AI and the future of technologies will dramatically decrease the costs of basically our basic needs, building a house, transporting food around the world and all these other things. So the cost of our basic needs globally will be reduced even further.